y'all. Hey, it's your girl KiKi, and this is a Damn Shame podcast. Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in each and every week. I do not take it for granted that you all take out time to kick back with me, your girl KiKi. And tonight, I have none other than, not a stranger to Damn Shame podcast, Madam Oui of Foreplay Matters. Hey, girl. So listen, this is not only my sister girlfriend. We go way back. How many years?
31 years.
31 years. And how is that possible when we only 28? Shit.
I guess we feel 28.
Somebody's math is all the way messed up, okay? Because this girl here, we 28, all right? Shit, we 28 tonight, okay? Y'all, but look, we got a concoction of the night. Tonight's concoction is Sister Teeny.
Oh, that's
Sister
nice.
Teeny,
Like
okay? It's a play on the martini, but no, we gotta switch it up. It's Sister Teeny. Not in a teeny martini glass, okay? You switch shit up around here. Let me tell y'all more about Madam Oui. Not only is she like me from Baltimore, Maryland, right?
Yeah.
She is the host of the founder, the sex wellness,
arouse, explore, enhance.
Foreplay Matters, okay? Y'all need to check her out. Not only that, she's the founder and CEO of the DC Fashion Foundation. She's doing amazing work with the youth, with upcoming designers, and she's a mom. Yeah. And y'all, one fun fact about Madam Oui.
Oh, okay.
One clean fun fact about Madam Oui.
Okay.
Is that she's the original track star. She gonna run away. Let me get her. Y'all, she was a track star in high school, in college. You know, so she the original, okay? She the OG track star. All right.
I was like, wait a minute. What's she about to say?
All right. Different tonight. We're not doing the standard, format. I said, girl, come on and just let's kick back over some cocktails. Let you know how we normally do. Let the damn shamers see how we really roll, right? And so tonight I was just like, I had to have you on. It's been a minute since we've been, we talk almost every day, but we've been in each other's company. Yeah. So I miss you. What's going on, Madam Oui, with Foreplay Matters? What's up with that?
Oh, well, let's see. We stopped the second season, actually March of last year. So I just realized it's been a whole year that I haven't done the podcast. But I think the reason why it didn't really dawn on me is because Damn Shame podcast, it is what it is podcast, keep it a buck, spotlight over the city. I've been like a guest on, like I'm a sexpert and I'm the,
yes.
I've been like doing shows and web series and podcasts as Madam Oui. I've been, doing different Tantra and Reiki coaching sessions, created the website because, I didn't have foreplaymatters.com. So created that and, putting together maybe a, Foreplay Matters in a box or something.
Yes,
we can have, so that date night in the box. So it's going to be aroused and explore.
It's going to be so lit.
So it's like a little secret, a little surprise in the box that everybody's gonna be like, whoa, I didn't know we were getting this. So yes, but it's definitely Foreplay Matters is a sex, wellness, cannabis, tech.
Yep.
Media company, and we're gonna launch that. I'm looking at National Sex Day. When do you think that date is?
Shit, I don't know. Every day.
June 9th. It is every day.
Every day.
Well, we would like it to be every day, but
in fact, let's start tonight.
But yeah, okay. But June 9th is National Sex Day, so I was like, wow, launch it then.
Oh wow.
6'9". Hey, that's a nice sex position.
That is. I dated a 6'9" guy. No, that was
the date of his birthday.
Yeah.
He's Gemini.
Yeah.
Split personality.
Honey, child, let me tell you something. This motherfucker, you ain't know who you were waking up beside, okay?
In the beginning, it was probably like, oh, adventurous, fun. But then it got to the point that's like, wait a minute.
Who are you today? What mask are we wearing today? I mean, what? Oh, shit. Listen.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that was a whole experience, but that's good. Stay tuned. You know that once you drop everything, have everything together, you're coming back on Damn Shame. Y'all are hear all about it because we got to support one another. That's what this is all about. That's what the sisterhood is all about. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And so look, here's the thing.
What you want to talk about?
You know, and in light of the whole Derek Jackson thing, you know, we talked about cheaters for the last couple of weeks. You've been in the comments and like, you know, weighing in. Shout out to the Damn Shamers, y'all. Get in those comments, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you like and share what we have going on tonight. Give it a thumbs up too. But listen, what things do you think will make a man truly act right? You know, like what would make a nigga act right?
What does that mean? Because people are individual people. Act right. I mean, at the end of the day, you're your own individual. He's his own individual. And unless you're communicating and you actually get to know someone, you know, personality inside and out. I mean, of course, I'm assuming that we're talking about well, there's different process. How about that? So the married situation, and I know in the comments, I was like, let's do a little spin on this because they're married and apparently this is something that he continues to do, right? And so at the end of the day, you know, everybody's like, get him to act right. And I said, but you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't really know the psychology or whatever. It could have been a fetish. You don't know if she was watching him do all that. Okay. So it could have been a fantasy. So I'm like, think about it, another, you know, type of fantasy that they have or a fetish that they may have. In order for her to sit there and be like, I mean, she wasn't even prepared to come on.
But that was just, I know, that was just some fucked up situation right there. But let's just talk about
look cute.
Exactly. Like, you know, you extension and you my damn wife. But anyway, we talked about that. That's dead now. I want to talk about, like, you know, guys that we have dated, right? And we're like, what the fuck do we need to do in order to make them act right? Because some of my sisters have been in the comments and they're like, you know, well, I cook him food. I cook his favorite meal. I give him sex whenever he wants. You know, I do all of these things. You know, some bitches is buying nigga stuff, you know, all of that. Like, I support his dreams. Why is he not acting right? Do you think all those things will make him act right?
No.
Well, what do you think it is?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's nothing that you can do because he's his own man and individual. If he wants to act right, he will act right. If you sit there and allow him to get away with everything that he does, then he's going to continue to do it. At the end of the day, why is somebody going to change something that they feel isn't broken? And why is that? Because you may not be holding them accountable. You know, and so that's where a lot of people really need to dig deep into their relationship. And a lot of people just don't talk to each other, you know, so at the end of the day, it's like start probing and digging into things to find out like how they're moving. Sometimes be quiet. Sometimes be quiet and don't say anything. Yeah. Watch how they move. Guess what? Why don't you start doing what you want to do, all your goals, and then they see you doing X, Y, and Z, and then they may act right like that because then once you put yourself out there and you making that money, you got your education right, you know you're carrying yourself right, and then they start to see, oh wait a minute, some eyes on her. Then it's like okay. Then they may start. So at the end of the day, it might be lead by example, you know. But I would definitely say people are their individual.
Yeah, this applies to women as well. Yeah, you know, when you know some of these men out here like, you know, damn, why she just can't act like she out here wilding out, you know, and this and the other. What is it about me? And they begin to say, well, I bring the money home, and so I know it goes both ways, and I don't want the damn shameless to think that. You know, we only talking about the shit for men.
Right. But no, it does. It does. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it really comes down to, are you really compatible? Because at the end of the day, sometimes you just might be with the wrong partner.
Or you grew apart.
I mean, that can happen too, but
yeah.
really, you can grow apart depending on like when you met and going through your journey. Because I always say every 10 years, you really should be evaluating yourself and your goals. Every 10 years, because when you're in your 40s, you shouldn't be acting like you're in your 20s. You know, like you should have got that out your system. Right. Now, if you do want to do certain things, learn how to do it discreetly where it doesn't get out in the streets. But either way, it's like you got to evaluate yourself. But at some point, really, people need to start learning how to choose the right partner, because you just may not be compatible from the jump.
But how do you go about choosing? Listen, everybody, when you first meet a motherfucker,
you're physically attracted to someone. That's the first thing.
Yes, but they put on these airs that they are this, that, and the other. They're representative, right? Everybody meets the representative for about what, the first 4, 5, 6 months, maybe.
No, you should be able to pick up on who's
earlier than KiKi.
Earlier than that.
You got to wake up pretty early. But some of these bitches, they've been like, well, he does this and he sends me good morning, beautiful text messages. And
that's nice of you. Like that. I mean, because I like the good morning, beautiful, but I do. And I like the little hearts and all that, because I know that it's coming from a genuine place, because depending on the type of relationship that I've created with that person. However, what I don't like is when I don't know you and I might have went on a first date with you and then you telling me you miss me. Nigga, you don't know me. So you saying baby, good morning, baby, and it's like, wait a minute, like stop.
We've only been together one time.
We just went on a date and nothing happened. I don't even know if I like you. I don't like your stomach. You holding your hands on top of your stomach while we're eating. I don't have no stomach. I work out, so I want you to not have a stomach. So yes, when you meet somebody,
that's fucked up. Listen,
what?
You gotta stop that shit, because it's a lot of love in these stomachs now.
It might be a lot of love in this stomach, but in a man's.
Bitch, don't you ever touch my motherfucking stomach.
I'm sorry, I touch your back. So I touch your back. I caress your back.
Let me tell y'all, if you ever get to meet me, you want the hands. Don't ever fucking touch my stomach.
Now for
bitch,
me,
I know it's there. You act like you fucking ain't.
And maybe say she means that on everything she loves.
What you say?
She means that on everything she loves.
On everything I love. Okay, I mean that.
So with the man, though, I mean, that's just me. I don't want you to be short. I don't want you to be light skinned like me, because I don't want to be looking like I'm dating my brother. You gotta be chocolate bald, tall. And see, that's the physical attributes. That's what I'm saying. But I work out. So at the end of the day, it's like, I got a flat stomach. I don't want a man to have a belly. And the reason being, because in my mind, and I might be wrong for it, but to be quite honest, I tested it. So right now,
she tested her theory.
My theory is all the blood going to your big ass stomach, and then you lose the inches on your dick. So at the end of the day, lose that stomach so that blood can go to your dick, and I'm gonna at least get 1 or 2 more inches out of there.
But you might motivate him, baby. Instead of us going out to eat, let's go to the gym together. You
need to also be able to motivate yourself.
Yeah.
And especially, but my whole thing.
I had a nigga tell me that, and I said, nigga, fuck you. He was right. But, bitch, don't always take me out to eat.
I mean, but I'm not going to do all that, especially if I'm just meeting you. I don't really care. So when someone first sees someone, first of all, it's you're visually seeing something, so somebody or something that you have to be attracted to. And a woman knows, and correct me if I'm wrong, a woman knows when you see, you be like, I'm going to fuck him. Yeah. I'm going to get him. I'm going to fuck him. And you already know, and he don't even know it.
Yeah.
And then you play a little game to get his attention, but he may be saying the same thing, but you never know. But, a woman always knows. And then I guess a man too. I don't know, because I'm not in their head. I'm a woman. So, but that's just me, and then once you kind of get some time in, then yes, you may start to communicate, consistency and compromise on your relationship. But the reason why people like, he can't act right, I just think that y'all just aren't compatible, because guess what? The way he's acting, he could get a partner that acts the same way.
Madam Oui, let me tell you something. I almost said your government name. Now, damn well, they start out one way. Everything good. Oh, we going this place, we're going that place. Oh, he's popping up with this, that, and the other, and he is laying it on thick. But as soon as the motherfuckers know that they have a piece of your heart, a piece, maybe not even all of it, here they come with the bullshit. And men might say that about women too. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, y'all. I'm sure y'all probably say, "Here she go."
Yeah.
You know?
But my whole thing is, and you know, and the whole act right that mainly goes along with, do you trust the person, right? So I always tell people, like, there's different levels to trust, because everybody kind of goes to the given, the very obvious trust. Oh, is he out in the streets? Is he out whatever? And sometimes you got to put that to the side and look at the different levels of trust. And when I say that, it's when I say have someone that's compatible to you, people really need to talk to each other, see how you move. I always say, don't marry somebody you never lived with, because they could be living a double life. And then once you get married and then you're in, and then you're like, shit, I didn't even know this. Who am I sleeping next to? You know,
this 6'9".
Yes, who's right? Who am I sleeping next to? And so therefore, then you start to have problems, and it depends on your personality. So when it comes to acting right and find a compatible partner, women need to start holding men, and men vice versa. So I'm not going to say it's one or the other, because some women, we know how to be slick and slide too, especially as Baltimore girls. We know how to bob and weave, you know. So I will say, we gotta just hold each other accountable. But it's 5 levels to it. It's like, do y'all have the same integrity? A lot of people don't stop and say, do we have the same integrity?
But you don't know that until you're really in this intimate space. But how about this? What would you tell? You know, we're in our 28 tonight. Okay.
I am the youngest though. Remember that.
She always likes to say
I mean, it's like sister girlfriend, you know, but I'm the baby of our group.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the baby.
Okay. So, baby girl. What would you tell your 40-plus-year-old self now? Wait a minute. What would you tell your 40-year-old self to tell your 20-year-old self?
To take it slower. but the fun.
Slower how? Don't fuck them on the first date.
No, I'm gonna do that because that's just, you gotta, test drive. You gotta test drive the equipment before you move forward and put investment into it. So no, because at the end of the day, I'll be quite honest.
Investment like time, investment like talking, investment like answering your phone.
No, like I need to know if you can perform.
I know.
Because I'm not gonna put any of my time, resources, and energy into somebody, and then the sex gonna be awful. Then I just wasted my fucking time. Because as soon as the sex awful, I'm gonna be like ignoring your text.
Damn, they can't have a stomach, they can't have no bad sex. You can't, you have to tell the person what you like. Nah, baby, I don't like when you do the jackrabbit. And slow the fuck down.
That's a position. That don't have nothing to do with the equipment you're working with.
Well, whatever the position is, that like whatever the jackhammer, whatever.
But if I have to keep accommodating for the lack of, and I got to bring a vibrator in and so forth, it's going to start to be problems. And then that is where the problems come. And that's why I say, you have to kind of be compatible to each other, and you have to dig deep from an individual standpoint to really know who you are. A lot of people don't even know who they are before they go into something. So at the end of the day, when I say, take it slow, I'm talking about as far as, but then I was like, I actually did take it slow because I was with my husband for 8 years before we got married. So I think that was kind of slow. And for some reason, we've had this conversation before. I don't give my heart to anybody. It'd be like 6 years, whatever. And I'm not one of those people to fall in love right away. And I actually don't even believe in falling in love, because as quick as you can fall in love is as quick as you can fall out of love.
Absolutely.
And I don't even believe in, I believe in love, but I believe you grow to love someone. And I believe that you have that already human kindness type of love until somebody does you wrong. So my whole thing is, I gotta like you, because if I don't like you, I ain't fucking with you. And I also tell people, they'd be like, I want to be happy, happiness. What the hell does that mean? Because guess what? I'm happy today, but then in an hour or whatever, I might not be happy, or tomorrow I may not be happy. So I'm
like your ass is bipolar.
I'm not a Gemini, but I just meditate and do a lot of self evaluation, and I dig deep, because I have to say, like, I kind of know who I am and what I want, but from my 40-year-old self to my 20-year-old self, I mean, I don't know, because I did take it slow with my husband, and I don't know. Maybe no, because I started business young too. So I don't know for me.
You wouldn't change shit about you.
No, because I had Christian going into my 30s. I mean, I did really the way your parents want you to do things. I did it.
Okay, well, I didn't. I was fucking at an early age.
Okay, well, we're gonna go that. Okay, I was fucking at an early age too, but I didn't think that was anything wrong.
Not according to Madam Oui. Foreplay matters, no way. And then I would save myself, and then I got married in my 20s, so I wouldn't do that again. You know, that was,
and that's what I'm talking about.
Way
take
too
it slow.
Yeah, you have to take it slow, and you know.
I mean, I got married at 27.
Yeah. I mean, that was late 20s. That was early 20s.
Yeah.
That was just too early.
Well,
why you ain't stopped me? Shit.
I mean, I thought that was the one.
Everybody.
We all thought they were the couple when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Prom, everything. So and that's the funny thing, because
you start out one way thinking that this is going to be
it, because y'all didn't go to high school together, but it's kind of like your high school sweetheart, right? And then with your closest sister girlfriends, we all were friends. We all, it was like one big happy family. So then it's like, then that's really when you fucked up. Then it's kind of like, then we all coming after you, because then it's like, you fucked up the family, you know, like, what'd you do, you know? Yeah. So, and I think that's really with all
Don't mess with one of us and think you're going to get away with it.
Right.
And the other two won't step up and be like, wait a minute, man. Yeah. We checks that ass. Okay?
And we're going to call you out, too.
We definitely going to call you out, without a doubt. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be from a sincere place. You know what I mean?
Because we all really, we all knew each other. All of us went to either college together, high school together, whatever. We all knew each other. So it really was like a big, happy family with us, even though, you know, it's your spouse or your partner or whatever, but we just knew each other and grew together.
So look, in our 20s, right? Like we're from Baltimore. Right. And, you know, we always went to the skating ring. We always thought we were just grown and all of that, right?
In the clubs.
And when we were
Paradox and
Okay, so that was in our 20s, right?
That was in our teens.
Well, yeah, in our teens, early 20s, whatever. But we ended up having a standard back then. Do you think that standard is still the same?
When you say standard for
the standard for what the man's supposed to look like, how he's supposed to handle himself? You know, do you think that it has changed? Have we relaxed our standards, or have they intensified?
Well, for me, I will say this. Look, I'm like, let me see this right. Okay. So I was still in 12th grade. I was still in high school. So I would say that's when I finally found my type. So, because, you know, my high school sweetheart was a little lighter. He was a cocky motherfucker, you know, and everything. And we were together because we ran track together when we weren't in high school. And then once I got to Randallstown High School, we went to high school, it was just me and him. And everybody, wherever you saw him, you saw me. Wherever you saw him, you saw me. You know, and it was just like, everybody paired us up together. But I would say when we broke up, and then I ended up getting this tall chocolate. I mean, I think he might have had to been 6'5", 6'6", and chocolate, and his dick was huge. And I fell in love. I was like, now that's when I fucking fell in love, because I got on that shit, and that's when I knew what made my pussy wet.
Okay.
Instantly, you know what I'm saying? Where people say I have a type, because I talk to people, they be like, I don't really have a type. And it's like, you don't have that when that certain come in and your pussy just get completely wet.
No.
Okay, well, I figured that out.
Not me. I gotta know more.
High school.
I gotta watch you. I gotta see how you move. You know, you might look good and all of that. It's a lot of good-looking people out here that are messed up completely.
Yeah. Oh no, but I'm not talking about. But see, you keep going. When you first meet someone, you don't know what their thoughts are. You don't know how they're moving. You don't know their integrity. You don't know if y'all have shared values.
I think I do. Like I got X-ray vision,
but you don't. You know, because you get it wrong.
I do
a lot of times.
Not a lot.
Quite a few. but I'm just saying that physical because when you say your type, that's the physical. Your type is not all of what you're saying. You get into all of what you're saying.
I watch how you hold your fucking fork, how you hold your, and I need to know, you know.
Okay, I mean, that's all visual. That's all visual. But you have to have a few dates. You have to have a few dates to get to that, right? But I'm talking about the instant connection, because for me, I really need a man to be able to have a conversation with me. I love for a man to be able to make me laugh. You know, if you can't, if I'm talking to you,
but you initiate the conversation. You don't mind initiating the conversation.
I don't, because I'm a talker.
Yeah.
You know, and half the time I'm talking to people about business, and then, well, not really. I'll be talking about something and they might bring up something, that business mind clicks in real quick, and then I go on to another conversation. But yeah, you know, that intellectual, I need someone to be able to stimulate me intellectually. I don't want to be, because there are times that I've been on call with somebody that initially was physically, or, you know, my type. And then I was on the phone, and when they were carrying themselves with the conversation, I was like, oh my God,
they be annoying as fuck. Like, nah, I'm gonna sit back in the cut and I'm gonna watch you.
Yeah. I mean,
I gotta watch.
Anytime, you know, I'm getting quiet and I'm just like, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What?
Okay. Then you know.
If a bitch say, okay.
Okay. What? She ain't paying attention to shit you're saying.
She like every it's like, God damn, how much more time? How long is he gonna keep talking?
Wait a minute. You pause. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. We go to the bathroom so we can get a break.
Yeah. Or I'm calling one of them like, bitch, call me. Come get me
out of this situation.
Call my phone and say you got an emergency.
Yep, I gotta go. No. That is a damn shame, you know. But it's the truth.
So look, how about this? We both have young boys, right?
Well, not really. You have a man.
Let me tell you something. You ain't a man until you out paying your own bills. Don't fucking, you know, you on your own. You're a young boy, okay?
Oh, wow.
Listen, he'll be 22. My young man will be 22.
I have a young man.
Yes, you have a young man.
I have a young man. He's 16.
So, okay. We need to, as the mothers of sons, be able to equip them, you know, give them that one, what is that one thing that we can tell them as, you know, being their mother. We can't give them everything because we're not the father or whatever. But from a mother's perspective, what can we give our sons? What can we tell them?
Tell them in what sense, because we already having this conversation right now, because my teenager, my 16-year-old is taking me through some shit right now, you know, that sometimes you start to say, well, am I a bad mother? And everybody has to say, you know, we have these conversations because you have those moments that you're like, where did I go wrong? Or am I a bad mother? And the conversation that we as sister girlfriends have, am I a bad mother, is the thoughts that we have.
Yeah.
We might not have said it to our kids, but we had that thought, like, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you. You know? And it's like, why am I having that thought that I want to hurt my child? Right? So we have to put ourselves in timeout, because I know I've had to do it. I've had to be like, I had to say, you know, Christian, stop talking to me.
Yeah.
And when I say stop talking to me, it's stop talking to me, because I need you to go to timeout and I need to go to timeout, you know?
Well, so it ain't going to end well for either one of us.
Right, exactly. But I mean, at the end of the day, I would say we just need to just always let them know that we're there for them. That's it. We can't really do too much, but how we raise them. I mean, we raise them to grow up to be respectable, you know, men, and especially Black men. And we want them to set a certain example and be role models for other boys and men in their community.
Yeah.
And have that relationship with a male that they look up to, whether it's their father, whether it's an uncle, whether it's, you know, whomever, that they look up to have that role model. But then we want who they looked up to, we want a younger to look up to them at some point.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, us as mothers, because we are raising boys, and then when they go through those teenage years, they always say mommy's baby, daddy's boy. So for me, I had to come to realize that my baby is growing up, And guess what? He's getting ready to graduate from high school at 16 and go off to college. He's been accepted to all 12 of the schools and getting full rides and academic scholarships. So my whole thing is I have to keep reminding myself I did something right.
Yeah.
So when he leaves for college and I let him understand, he's like, I'm still 16. I'm like, no, when you leave, you're gone. Bye. Figure it out. You know, so my thing is really kind of my getting to that finish line, even though I know it's not the finish line, but because it's never the finish line, because they're still going to be our babies. And that's why they say mommy's baby, daddy's boy, because we're always going to have that soft spot in our heart. Because I know when I had Christian, I pretty much said he has my whole heart, and I told my husband, you only have a corner of it. And I literally said that because, you know, and I was also thankful. And but
you know what? A lot of women do that.
Yeah.
Right. And we have been guilty as mothers for doing that. Yeah. Right. But then some of these men, they get a little jealous.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They do.
And they're like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah, they do. No, it's a fact, because and the reason why is because I don't know if you ever heard, I mean, because like we have different mentors in our life. Like we have mentors for business. We have mentors for when we got married. We've had mentors when we had a kid. We have mentors for just different phases of your life. I always tell people you should have a mentor really in all aspect of your life, because you can't go through this journey by yourself. You gotta, you know, we didn't get a handbook, you know, but I always say for men that, I mean, because, you know, married, I'm recently divorced now, but you know, we're friends and everything. We were friends in college. We went to graduate school and everything.
We all got married and then we all divorced. Motherfuckers. Yeah.
We had the D Club. The D Club. We all joined the D Club at some point. But I always say that, and not to give an excuse to men. I mean, you can tell me if it's an excuse, but I've always looked at it as either a man can be a good husband or a man can be a good father, but he can't be both. Really? Yeah, I've always looked at that. Yeah. Because think about it, women can multitask, men cannot. Men can't multitask.
There may be some validity in that. What a damn shame is getting them comments if y'all agree.
Yeah, a man can be a good husband because and the only reason why I can say that is because I was married before I had Christian, and it was wonderful. Once I had Christian, and then
you told the motherfucker he ain't had your heart no more. I mean, goddamn.
But it was in a joking way. But I mean, that's true. It's true. But I mean, and you know me, I've always just spoke my truth and walked my truth, and I think that's my problem. I don't hold my tongue enough. But you know, it is what it is. Is what you see is what you get. You know, but I do believe that because they just can't multitask. They can't do everything. So they got to be good at something, either a good husband or a good father. For me, I'd rather you be a good father than a good husband. Absolutely. So, but you know, I mean, he is a great father, but you know, just couldn't do both.
So what are some signs, right? We've been in some very good relationships, and then we've been in some very dysfunctional fucked up relationships, right?
I got some stories.
At what point, like, can we help them shame us out? Like, what point should you say, you know what, this is it, enough is enough, let's go? You know, when
break it off.
Yeah, like, you know, and even for men, like when a man, all right, let's educate the men. Damn shameless. Men.
Stop being selfish. But anyway.
No, see, attack them. Come on, don't do that to the damn shame, man. We're loving on them, okay? We're gonna help them to know when is enough. When should this nigga walk away from this bitch because she ain't doing.
But he's not going to. But go ahead.
What?
Men don't do that. Men will do X, Y, and Z to get it to the point that the woman has to have the wisdom to walk away. Half the time, men will do certain things to get you to walk away. So they all, and I'm not going to say all of the bad relationships I've been in, but some of them, they so fucked up in their head. They have so much baggage and they want to look like they the good guy. And you know what I call them? What's my, from Insecure? Remember when she said, you a fuck nigga who think you a good dude. And that is the truth to that. And I say that shit all the time. Because you can start to see that they think they're a good dude. They want to be a good dude. They want to have this image and have this perception of everybody to see this perception of them, but they a fuck nigga. It's like, no, you're a motherfucker. You're an asshole, and you don't hold yourself accountable for it. And men are selfish. Men are very selfish.
Very. Extremely.
So, I mean, was I supposed to say something positive?
I think you were supposed to help them understand when enough is enough and they should walk and leave a bitch. And you said they don't do that.
No, women do it. But I mean, I'm not going to say some men do leave. I mean, you got some examples?
But you know I did. The fucking shade, okay?
I'm just saying, I had to pause for a minute because I'm like, did anybody ever really leave me?
I had a motherfucker leave me.
Huh?
But they was fucked up. They were really fucked up. They were fucked up. Can we agree?
Yeah.
Were they fucked up?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. It was not KiKi.
Right.
This time. They were fucked up.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I mean, men, people leave each other, but most times they leave each other for selfish reasons. I think that's what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say men is selfish, women can be selfish too. So I'm not putting it all on the men. But when you break up and stuff and you really, and then when you're apart for a minute, and you really, really evaluate the relationship, that's when you start to dig deep into what you did wrong and what they did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say, really, it's not like one broke up with the other, because really both of y'all had a play in a role in whatever your relationship was. So really you both broke you up. Mm-hmm. And that's how people really need to look at things. Don't ever look at things like, I broke up with them, they broke up with me, and you hate them, you don't want to ever see them, and blah, blah, blah. No, you really need to take some, because I always say people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Absolutely. Right? And so at the end of the day, each of those phases of a reason, a season, or a lifetime, there are supposed to be lessons that are learned. So even if you're in a fucked up relationship and it either was a short one or a long one, it was a reason that y'all came together, and maybe it turned into a season. And then who knows? But whatever you learn from each other, you should become a better man or a better woman to be better in that next relationship. So I mean, at the end of the day, I would say all relationships.
What's the best way to get over? What we say? The best way to get over a motherfucker
is get under another one.
I'm gonna be
on top of it.
I have a question for y'all.
Ride that thing like a stallion.
I'm gonna be under them. I'm gonna be on top of them. You know.
I have a question.
Yes, for this lady.
It was based on something that y'all just said, that when you, if a person comes into your life for a season or for a reason, and you want to learn what that is to be better for the next relationship. So I want to ask y'all, what did you learn from your last relationship that makes you better for the next? Sorry, y'all.
You know what? That's the third one that we talk about of us and see how, and then we're like, okay. Now
she always leave us with that.
And now you gotta make me fucking think. But she was a psychology major. That's why she gets us.
But yes, you made a really good point, and I'm really asking myself too. I think it's right that every relationship that ends, for whatever reason they came in, for that whatever season they came, you want to leave and take something good from that to learn about yourself or be better for the next. So I'm asking y'all, because that's a really good point. I never thought about it like that.
So you know what? For me, it is to not ignore the signs early on. Yeah. I think I thought, well, if I act this way, or if I, make him happy in this area, then, that'll make our relationship better. But he was such a fucked up individual, who really looked like he had it all together. Yeah. Didn't he?
Well, and he was putting on that whole facade in front for family,
for
friends,
everyone. Yeah. He had everybody for him. Because I'm usually good. You got to get up pretty early in the morning. So I think for me, it is to not ignore the little signs, because there were little signs. After you get out of shit, you really sit back and you kind of self-reflect, evaluate what happened, and you're like, damn, that was a sign.
It was.
Right there. That was a sign. And I ignored it. And sometimes we beat ourselves up for it. I know I did. Like, why the fuck did I ignore that? Why didn't I see that come? Listen, the girls from Baltimore, she knows. We pick up on shit. Yeah. So what? Was it the fact that I really want this?
Over my eyes?
Did I really want to be in love? Did I think that this might be my next
of all
husband?
of us, you are the loving one.
I am the loving one.
She's the girly one.
Love. She's a tomboy.
I'm a tomboy. She gotta have the bling bling on.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be like, give me a man's on the rocks glass.
Yeah, whiskey.
Right.
I said, but she ain't got no whiskey tonight, okay? We're gonna have to do tequila or whatever.
And then our other one, the third one of us, she's in the middle. She's the voice of reason because she's on one extreme, I'm on the other, and then she's the one that balances us.
So what would you say in your self-reflection? What would you do differently?
Well, I mean, I would say I would definitely say I've grown from each relationship that I've been in, and where I am today. To take into the next. I mean, I go from 0 to 100 real because I'm a Taurus. I'm the bull. So it's like, when you put that red in front of me, I go from 0 to 100 real. So what I've been working on is more of my Reiki. So for me, I've been working really not so much, really just on myself as far as don't get angry as fast. Fuck you. No, because did
y'all see that?
But that wasn't anger. That was just fuck you. And but I've always said fuck you.
All the time. I mean, you say fuck everybody, but
yeah, so what am I supposed to maybe not do that?
Yeah, maybe start with the not being like fuck you, because you're very dismissive.
I am.
Yeah.
But that helps me figure out who can handle me though.
Or is it a wall that you put up?
No, because I just, I don't trust people. So for me, people have to earn my trust. I'm not that one that comes in giving somebody the benefit of the doubt.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, I was on somebody's live, right? And we always say, we from Baltimore, we don't trust a motherfucker, okay? That's just, that's how we side-eye and everything, okay? But the person said, because the guy was like, I just don't know how to trust a female and this, that, and the other. And so the lady, she broke it down. She was like, listen, you can't trust them because you're dealing with some level of insecurity in your own self. And she said, you not trusting yourself is directly tied to some insecurity that you have. I said, bitch, this bitch is talking to me.
But what insecurity?
I don't know. I got to get on the.
But that's what I'm saying. That's when you have to. That's when you have to dig deep. Exactly. Because I don't have any insecurities.
So you may think I'm just perfect. I'm not perfect. Motherfucking way.
I'm not perfect, but I just walk in my truth. So I think I just blame everything on that. When I come out my mouth sideways or whatever, I don't give a fuck. So I just walk in my truth. So I don't feel I have any insecurities because I just don't. I will say, as far as me, and even with my ex-husband, even when I saw the signs, I put us in counseling twice. So at the end of the day, I always was the one that took the 2 steps forward. And then it's like, and then you didn't meet me. And then it's the disappointment. So I think for me, what I've learned to answer produce, and I think that was a long way of trying to answer produce because we really don't have the answer to it.
But I own my shit. You need to own your mother.
But I don't have no shit because the thing is, I talk and I confront everybody with everything. I hold people accountable. I've always held people accountable.
Okay, so you wouldn't do shit different in your next relationship. Think about it.
I'll think
Here's
about
the next question. Sip on that. How about this? I took some questions out of the DM, right? Shout out to the damn Chambers for always sliding the DM, sending questions like, hey, KiKi, what about this? So I have a hey KiKi moment that I want to share with y'all. And listen, the bitch is 28 plus tonight, so she gets to put on her readers, okay?
That's when she's not 28. Yeah.
It's my eyeliner. That's what I said. Eyeliner, lady. What you talking about? She said this girl's eyes are young. Everything young, everything. But listen, she says, "Hey KiKi, my man is always jokingly asking me to dress up like Rihanna. He is so infatuated with him. And what do you think about celebrity role playing in the bedroom? Should I do this with my husband? I do. With my man. I don't know. She just said my man, so I don't know whether.
Go for it.
But you fantasizing about another bitch, and you want me to be that bitch?
Yeah.
Bitch, how the fuck am I gonna turn into Rihanna? Okay. How is Kiki gonna turn into Rihanna?
You can replicate a certain outfit. You can sing. You got a beautiful voice. You know, so
under my umbrella.
Yeah.
Ella,
and then
Ella,
maybe a certain move. But the thing is it's not really turning into that person for whoever has that fantasy. It's really, are you gonna do it?
But listen,
really, because
so he's having sex with me, but he really thinking I'm Rihanna.
No, you taking it in the wrong direction.
You listen.
He's not. He's not. That just might be his. You know how they always.
What if he called me Rihanna?
If y'all role playing, he's supposed to. Because that's role playing.
And I'm supposed to be okay with it.
Yeah, because that's role playing, unless you just don't want to role play. But yeah, if you're role playing, you're gonna actually play your role. Both of y'all supposed to play your role when you're role playing.
Okay.
That's foreplaymatters.com. Call me.
Call her.
If you don't know, then if you need to understand the rules and the boundaries of role playing, yes. So if you don't,
so you done turned into another bitch for somebody.
If I had, shit, I'm Madam Oui. I turned into Madam Oui.
Yeah.
That's So at the end of the day, I like role playing. I like doing certain things. So but again, that doesn't affect me with my self-esteem, and I have no insecurities to that, because at the end of the day, I know what I can do. Yeah. I know what I got, and I know what I can pull. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like, no, it doesn't bother me, because I don't think it's I just have a different way of thinking. Mm-hmm. And I'm part of a cigar club. So half the time I'm with a bunch of men and I'm the only female, and I hear half the time how they even talk. They just want to see that you put forth the effort. And I tell people, that's it. They really don't want Rihanna.
That's that bitch, damn well you don't look like no motherfucking Rihanna.
They just want to see if you going to put forth the effort, or if you going to clam up like a bitch.
Yeah, don't do that.
Like a whiny baby and bitch.
Thank you for getting into sliding into Damn Shame Podcast DM.
So role play, go for it, girl.
Hit up Foreplay Matters, Madam Oui, if you need help.
Yes, I'll coach you through it.
She'll coach you through it and all that. Y'all listen to some Rihanna songs, look at the videos, and she'll teach you how to whine.
And plus, Rihanna's getting a little thick now anyway. Mm-hmm. Rihanna ain't skinny Rihanna anymore. So at the end of the day, it's really, and I tell people, there's nothing, the only thing you have control over is your attitude and your effort. Mm. That's the only thing you have control over. So at the end of the day, all they're looking for, and I've heard this many, many times from the men, everyone wants, is they just looking to see if you put forth that effort. Because guess what? They're with you. Mm-hmm. So apparently they desire you. Mm-hmm. They want to be with you because they're with you. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, if they have, you know how, and I don't think I do have a celebrity crush, but you know how they always say, when will you give me my one, what is the saying? That I can have sex with.
Hall pass.
Your hall pass. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and then you have the celebrity, right? And then you have that conversation, and you have that innocent conversation. Well, guess what? It's probably a fantasy, but it's still an innocent conversation. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just the effort. Put forth the effort.
So we talked about 6'9" Gemini men. Okay.
I've never dated a Gemini. I will never, ever.
Really?
No, because my dad's a Gemini.
Okay. So listen.
I'm Gemini. And when I talk, who are you today? Before I even finish, if I already know he's gone somewhere else, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So here's the question for you. We talked about Gemini men. What would you say is the zodiac sign of a man that has the best sex?
There's a few of them, though.
Really?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can only speak from my
Damn Shame, get in the comments. What zodiac sign has the best sex?
Scorpios and any fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then earth signs. I'm a Taurus, but that's a Taurus woman. I don't know what Taurus man gonna bring, but hey, Taurus woman, you're gonna have a good time.
Y'all get in those comments. Let us know which sign has the best sex, be it man or female.
Yeah, I don't see water or air signs because water signs are too sensitive.
Really? Mm-hmm. What about Cancer?
That's a water sign.
But then all of the emotion comes into it. It's emotional.
But then you taking me all there, and I gotta watch what I say, so I don't hurt your feelings.
See, that's that. Listen, tomboy, okay? You fucking a man if you fucking her, okay? Madam Oui is a man. She's transgender. Oh my goodness. So, what are 3 key ways a Black man can protect a Black woman?
3 key ways?
3 major ways that 3 key things that a man can do, a Black man can do to protect the Black woman.
A woman always wants safety and security. And actually just a man to be a man. I mean, at the end of the day, a woman, we're a queen for a reason because you are a king. So at the end of the day, protection could be in many different ways. It could be in financial, it can be mentally, it can be emotionally, it can be any of that. So it's kind of like that's really a huge, broad conversation to have. But for a woman, it's really the stability and the security. A woman just wants to feel safe and wants to know that their life is stable and not spiraling out of control. Because for us, we wear so many different hats that we're natural at. We're natural nurturers. Even if, like, I'm a tomboy, and I didn't think I was nurturing, but I apparently do have maybe a little soft side, but we're natural nurturers and we multitask. So we always as women, especially Black women, have to wear multiple hats. So I think we just want to know that we have that safety and security there for us, so that we can keep performing our role and our job for the family well. Yeah.
Okay. I got another Hey KiKi question.
Wait, you're not answering the question.
Oh, you want me to answer?
Yes.
The 3 key things, I would agree with you. I think that is being a protector.
Yeah.
I'd say that he needs to be expressive in how he feels to me as well. It has, and give me actions with it.
Yes, because actions speak louder than words.
Absolutely.
I will say that, because you can do all this mouth shit and then you're not following up. So therefore you're inconsistent.
You're inconsistent. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. So the level of consistency.
Yeah. Level of consistency.
Yeah. Protect the Black woman.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Because
and so it depends on who you ask. Because immediately, the immediate response will be provide and pay all the bills, pay the mortgage, pay whatever.
No, I need you to pay your way now.
Well, and that's the thing. I think when we were younger, so let's get back to that 20 to 40 something. We had to get that wisdom to get there, because in our 20s, we had that mentality. Like, you pay for, even though we were getting degrees. I mean, we were becoming educated women, we were getting our degrees, but we were still brought up in a certain, especially me, my grandmother never worked a day in her life. My mom would not have had to work until she got divorced. My dad supported her to go back to school and whatever, but he was the provider. That's what I saw. That was the example of my family. My grandma, they've been married 600 years. My grandmother never worked. And so for me, and the thing is, my husband, I would actually say that to him, even though I had 2 degrees just like him, and I can make the same amount of money, which I can, but I will say to him, you're still the provider. You're still supposed to pay X, Y, Z. So I still kind of looked at that for him to play that role, because that was the role models that I had of Black men in my family, right? But he grew up a different way. So, and I had 2 degrees just like him. So he would say, no, you got 2 degrees just like me. You're gonna make money too. But see, the thing is, I did make money. But my thing is, you need to be comfortable to understand that I'm going to make that money. It's going to go in the account, but that's our backup, because I got your back. And so that's what I had to constantly say to him. But I still wanted him to be that man's man to provide. And there'd be times that I'd be like, because my grandmother got an allowance every day, and she still gets an allowance to say, I like that word. I'd be like, give me an allowance, even though I make my own money, but give me an allowance. That says something.
It is 100, like a little something. Little
it could be $20.
No, don't give me motherfucking crackhead 20. And motherfucker give me a crackhead 20. I don't want it.
I'm just saying, they'd be like, but when I say an allowance, it could be like, baby, I saw that your gas, you had low gas. Here's
That's
some
it.
money, baby. I can't
for your gas.
I mean, it's just those little things that
don't give me no
matter.
crackhead 20. Man, shit.
I mean, yeah, we want them to pay the mortgage and everything else. But the point is, and that's really how because when you get married, you combine your income, right? But women still have your savings, your bank account on the side, you know. Exactly, you know. But still, it's like I guess it really depends on your family values. And again, that's what I was saying when it comes to trust, the levels of trust, because all that will come in your shared values, your integrity, your concern for others, your accountability, and also if you're competent. Because, you know, sometimes you get with somebody that cannot do it and you're trying to get them to do something that you just can't do. They're not competent to do it, but you didn't know that until you got in a relationship. And now you realize, and you're trying, and that's where we say act right. It's like, well, you didn't even know he wasn't competent to be able to do that. But now you want him to act right. He didn't have that role model. He didn't grow up like that.
Well, listen, at our age, I think that there needs to be, you know, whoever the men are that we encounter, they need to have the bare minimum. And be able to sustain. They need to have their own place to live. They need to have their own vehicle. They need to have their own job. They need to have, you know, they need to have a
401k. They need to have life insurance. And then I'm gonna take a life insurance policy out on you.
Have health insurance, motherfucker. Go to the doctor.
Yeah,
I don't want to smell your sweaty balls and all of that. Like, go get that shit
Get your prostate checked.
You understand? Yes. Like. It's serious. So
really think about longevity. Think about, see a lot of men are in the here and now. They don't know how to think 5-10 years out. You know, they're in the present. A lot of men live in the present and they just want, I'm sure you heard this many times. They'll say, can we just enjoy ourselves tonight? Well, yeah, but if I'm not gonna like you tomorrow, motherfucker, let's just end the night. Because
what you want to do is at least 5 over there.
Okay. Hey, y'all, can I jump in real quick? I want to give a shout out to some of our damn shamers.
Come on, damn shamers.
Raina for being on Driving Academy, Shelly Roscoe, Darren Sampson, and you know they've been putting their stuff out there saying yes, Madam Oui, Scorpio. And I see a few cars. So, and I see somebody saying, yes, walking your truth. It's important to be able to walk in your truth. So I just wanted to give a shout out to those who are in the comments, you know, saying, hey, saying y'all look beautiful, and saying that they agree that, what is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Here it is. The ego is delicate. So we got to be careful with our men. So shout out to the damn shamers.
Thank you, damn shamers.
Yes. And I have to remember the ego is delicate because I don't give a fuck. But
we're trying to work on it and soften it up. We're trying to give her all this love I got to give.
Yeah, she gives a lot of love. She's the girly girl. It's like, and the thing is, you know me, I always break everything down. And the thing is, half the time it's really my humor, isn't it? It's not. I'm serious sometimes, but not really. And sometimes I think I am trying to say something in a joking way, but it may come off like a certain way because I have what they call white humor, that dry humor or whatever. But
that's the white side.
The white side of it.
But listen,
but I was gonna say for ego, because I will say definitely like ego is everyone got one. Everyone got one. So ego.
Like assholes. Everybody got one.
You can be.
An opinion. What is an opinion? Everybody got one. Like opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Okay, that's what I was
right. It's like everybody got
one. What the fuck I was saying? Okay. Listen, I got a Hey KiKi story here.
Okay.
Someone else said, hey KiKi, during the pandemic, it's been hard for me to find someone I am really, really sexually frustrated. Okay. What creative advice, Madam Oui, can you give this person on meeting their sexual needs?
Well, first of all, do you know yourself and know what your sexual needs are?
They do. They ask and they saying that they sexually frustrated.
But that could just be the frequency, you're not getting enough.
Right.
But guess what?
What?
When you do get it, is it blown away sex? Are you even being satisfied? Because a lot of women don't even play with themselves. They don't even know how to tell a man how to touch them or where to go right, go left, go up, go down, or whatever, or stroke this way, or speed it up or slow it down.
I think this did come from a female, so she would need to know how to play.
Women need to play with themselves. Women need to know what gets you off, because I always tell men that the hole is going to outlast the pole. I'm sorry. So and what does that mean? Because the hole is going to outlast the pole. Most times you're going to come before she does. And so therefore, that's why I created Foreplay Matters, because I created what I created so that the men can kind of meet us in a middle ground or catch up a little bit. So the foreplay is kind of mentally getting women there, so that once you do get to the climax or the big finale or whatever, you're both doing it at the same time.
So you teach men how to hold their seat.
That's Tantra, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's Tantra. So it can teach men, but the thing is too, women also don't really know their bodies. I mean, it's a lot of women, and again, it goes back to the way you were raised. If you were raised in the church, and especially in the Black community, it's like we were taught not to touch ourselves. Mm-hmm. Whereas boys, when they were babies, they were always pulling on their thing, right? Mm-hmm. What is this? Because it was something external, right? Mm-hmm. But then when we touch ourselves, it's like, you're not supposed to do that. Smack your hand. No, you're not supposed to masturbate. You're not supposed to bring a vibrator.
She would tell my son, man. What'd you tell him? He better be pull on. What'd you tell him? Every time he'd be like, Aunt Madam Oui.
Oh, you about to say my name, right?
I got it. Right. They be like, Aunt Sari. What did you tell him?
I'd be like, we masturbating so you can, get that dick big. No woman want no small.
It's dick. A muscle. It's a muscle, and you need to pull on it. And he would be mortified, and I'd be like, listen, She's the expert now, She's telling you.
But you always have that aunt, and that's what they're gonna have stories. I'm that aunt. I'm the auntie that will say anything and then laugh about it. And yes, the boys are mortified, but I get a kick out of it.
You better go on, pull on it,
masturbate every day. You got to make sure you're getting that blood going down there, because that's what's gonna help you. But
so this says she needs to explore her body, find out what works for her,
and then you pretty much coach. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what it is. Everything is a teachable moment.
No, I looked at that question like creative ways. Like, she's been in the house for a year. She tired of playing with it. Like, what other creative? What can your girl do? During this pandemic, I can't get somebody over here because.
Because she's by herself.
She's by herself.
Get a good vibrator.
Like creative. Like, what can she do outside of the normal? Is there anything?
Okay, I have a few things. I don't know how creative you want me to get, but like during pandemic, I started doing naked yoga. So I will open up my window, because I have big windows my apartment in DC, and the construction guys are building stuff, and so I would do naked yoga. Now, mind you, that
the poor Mexicans up on the dam, they gonna fall off the scaffold and shit.
But the thing is, I don't know if they can actually see me because I'm on the 4th level, right? So like when I'm walking my dog, I look up to my window to see if you actually can see if they can see. So in my mind, it's like, I don't think they can see, but the excitement is anybody watching, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. So that I'm putting on a show. I dance naked in front of the window because it's pandemic, so I got to entertain. Mm-hmm. I got to entertain somebody if they watching, but I'm also dancing, getting exercise. I'm getting this waist nice and, and doing all that, but then also get a good vibrator. I have this oral sex. I don't even know what it's called. It's a 24 karat luxury. My lover actually sent it to me. It has a little tongue that flicks in it and a suction thing. So it's an oral sex vibrator on one side, and it's the G-spot thing on the other side.
Sis, get yourself a good toy. Open up your blinds or your curtains and go for it.
Yeah. Yes. Naked yoga, naked dancing. Hey, role playing. Put on a show yourself. You don't know who's watching.
This bitch said turn into Rihanna without a motherfucking audience, okay?
Shit.
I'll be like, under my umbrella, Ella.
Yes. Shit. You entertaining yourself and possibly somebody else, but that's what the fun is. That's where the adventure.
Yo, I know my neighbors across the street see everything. Like, I know they do. And I don't mean to be doing it on purpose, but the damn curtains and shit is all the way across the room. And I'm here coming out my bathroom. Listen, you done seen ass and titties, okay?
And they actually might have the binoculars, and they're like, and they be
do.
like, and then do it at the same time every day. So then it's like, you don't know who's watching. They'd be like, they'd be like, look, the girlfriend or the wife be like, babe, why you keep going to the window at 2:00?
That's like old man Jenkins used to come to the door and the dick is swinging and he just naked and the kids is outside. They like, ew. He knew what the hell he was doing.
It's COVID. It's pandemic. You got to entertain yourself and somebody else. Because you're saying she's by herself. So, I mean, my whole thing is get a good toy. The other thing is start doing some meditation. Start doing some self-care stuff. I mean, I practiced Reiki before COVID, but I will say I've been practicing it a little more during COVID, and that definitely, have my crystals, do my yoni egg practice, my jade pleasure, my yoni egg practice.
Got crystals and shit. Listen, ain't nobody got time for that over here.
But it's COVID, you're not going anywhere.
That's true.
It's COVID, it's pandemic, you're not going anywhere. So therefore, this is the time to really.
She's like, I set my crystals and the sun is beaming on it and they're getting all sorts of energy and shit.
It, yeah, it charges it, and a certain crystal, like the rose quartz is for your heart chakra, and and different things, amethyst, and so your clear quartz is for your crown chakra. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I just say this: everybody coming out of the pandemic should have either learned something new about themselves. They should have created new content for their business or whatever, or started a business if they didn't have one. I mean, it's just so much that should have come out of this. But then there's also the other side, that a lot of mental health is going to be, a lot of mental health practitioners are definitely going to be very busy, and really in the Black community, because people are also have a lot of anxiety and depression has come out of this. So at the end of the day, that's why I say practice Reiki, do these certain things, because laughter fuels your soul. Laughter, at the end of the day, it you don't get lines because you're laughing. Don't be frowning, and then you get wrinkles and lines, and you got to work on that and get Botox. But
see, the damn chambers don't know nothing about that. We Black on this side. We're Black. Okay. Okay, yes they do. But listen, let me reel her back in, the white side of her back
okay,
end.
let me just tell the damn shame is a little secret that I just found out about. Okay, with the Botox.
Put preparation H on your face. What the fuck?
Okay. I don't know if you and this is only because I just went to the dentist and I wear a night guard. And so, your jaw is tight, Botox in the muscles in your cheeks, and then you'll stop clenching and that clicking. Because, we grind and
I thought Botox plump you up and shit like that.
No, Botox isn't plump. That's fillers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Botox stops whatever. It's so how people, when they get Botox, they can't go like this because they got Botox. In their forehead, they can't go like this. But the whole thing, anyway, that's just for your damn. See, this, you said it was, we going to have a regular conversation.
This is the shit we talk about.
Normally I have a cigar and some whiskey, but she didn't give me any whiskey. So anyway, but yeah, no, Botox stops it. Fillers pump you up.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway.
So listen. Here's a question for Madam Oui.
Okay.
Big dick or big wallet?
They can have both.
Which one? One or the other?
Big dick. I can make my own money. I make money. I can make my own money. Wow. And at the end of the day, you got a big dick, you'll satisfy me. And then at the end of the day, me, I'm a businesswoman, so then I'll find out, and then I'll start molding you to make that big money, and then I'll get back. Because I have several businesses, so because I can't put more dick. That dick ain't gonna grow unless.
Well, you telling the kids, pull it on as a muscle, that shit don't work for older men.
No, they grown.
They grown.
But I'm saying, and then that's they get the big stomach. See, I was going to go there again. They get the big stomach. They get the big one.
Listen, fuck the podcast. We flipping over tables and shit. Okay,
it's like Housewives in New Jersey. But But no, they get the big ass stomach as they age, and then the blood's going to their fucking stomach and not their dick. So when they're young, they got it. You know, I have to pull my wig down a little bit. It's starting to pull up. But no. So at the end of the day, I can't put your mind good. I know. I was like looking, and I was like, wait a minute. Ow, yeah, but so at the end of the day, I can't add more dick. You can't, but I can add more money to that wallet.
Yes, but listen, no, I can make that wallet. Pump the dick. They got shit.
No, but that's for. And so therefore, I want you to go and pump that shit up. And fuck that. I ain't had no damn foreplay because the foreplay was you in there pumping your dick up. What a turn off that is. Hell to the no. But that wallet, I can get money in that wallet to make that wallet bigger. Shit, I'm a natural businesswoman. Yeah, shit. No, I can't add dick, but I can add money into that wallet. Yeah, nah. And you know, sex is very important to me. Very, very. I need that to live. I need that to breathe.
Now you just done told the lady that she can have creative ways and yoga and ice and curtains, and now you don't need that. You need the real thing.
I mean, but I got it through COVID, so I wasn't in her dilemma. I was giving her advice.
CNN, that shit come through.
I was giving her. It didn't come through no damn.
That's what I saw on CNN or somewhere. It probably was the local Baltimore news.
Probably telling you some bullshit. Just like if you get the vaccine, you're gonna grow an extra leg.
Listen,
look, maybe get the vaccine and you grow a bigger dick.
Somebody told me the vaccine only lasts 6 months. I get 2 shots.
I heard that
for 6 months.
I heard that with Pfizer.
That's what the fuck I got.
I heard it was Pfizer. I got Moderna.
Damn.
I heard that with Pfizer when they were still going through the FDA clinical trials.
I better get the fucking. I got 6 months. I got 6 months to get it in.
Get COVID through semen.
Shit, that's what they said. That's what they said. Who is that?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh my goodness.
Damn semen.
So listen. Do you think that a man who has multiple women is truly unhappy?
No. You know, I don't. You know, no, because you know, I study polyamory and I have people that practice polyamory. So I know your take on it, but you know, I'm a little more open and free.
Knowingly.
If
you knowingly know
that's polyamory.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if they doing some underhanded shit and you just roll up on something.
No, that's not cool because I'm all about being ethical. So when it comes to multiple, yes, it's a polyamory situation that everyone knows is ethical, it's boundaries, it's pretty much like it's a team. So in polyamory, there's no jealousy, there's no competition. You're sister wives, you're not a side chick, you're sister wives. You work as a team and shit, goddamn. I mean, if she like to cook and clean, which I don't, you know, I like to fucking make money. So at the end of the day, bitch, cook and clean, and I'll fucking make money.
Bitch, I like to hire somebody to clean. Okay, fuck that.
Well, you know, it is what it is. I'm okay with, because as long as it's ethical. But when you say unethical, yes, I have a problem with that, because even when I talk to people that practice polyamory, you can still cheat in a polyamory. It's still betrayal in a polyamory situation, and it's multiples, whether it's a man that has multiple women or whether a woman has multiple husbands. Because I know a couple that lives in North Carolina. She has a second husband, and he actually moved in with his kid, and her first husband is there. Now, of course, the first husband is the legal husband because, you know, it's illegal. But then she has a second husband, and then he has his.
What the fuck do you think the kids will say? Hey, Dad, you want something to eat? Dad, you want something to eat?
No,
hey, Mom.
They don't do all that. They probably like the kids. I don't know, but the kids are growing up fine. And why is that? Because people walk in their truth, and it's ethical. It's the bullshit that you get, the unethical stuff and betrayal, because no one wants to be betrayed. So at the end of
Yo, you got 3 dads sitting at the damn table. Dad, you want the big piece of chicken? Dad, you want the big piece of chicken? I'm fucking confused.
But they're not confused. You are daddy. But because they're calling their daddy who's their daddy's a daddy. So
and what they call other niggas?
I guess whatever their name is. They're not calling them daddy. But that's not, but I'm saying when you really talk to about, they're happy. They're fucking happy. Guess what? He got multiple sister wives. They are very happy. They are very happy.
I just think it might be a little confusing to the children.
It's not confusing because the kids are happy. Everybody's happy.
Because they're getting more love from more people. It's
I guess
it takes a village to raise a child.
And it really does. I mean, but at the end of the day,
the village is all fucking each other.
Well, no, I wouldn't say the whole village is fucking each other, but you know, because again, you have boundaries. Okay. But the whole point is that it's ethical.
So listen, are they just studying polyamory? Are they all?
I haven't started practicing, but I was considering it.
Okay, but listen, you the one woman, you got 3 husbands, right? Mm-hmm. She taking them down all together, like everybody all in the room, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have you. On Tuesday and Thursday, I have you, and on Saturday and Sunday, nigga, that's your turn.
It's whatever arrangements y'all create. It's communication, yeah. It's so every polyamorous situation could be different, you know. So that's the whole point. It's open communication, it's honest communication, it's ethical. You create the boundaries, and if someone overcrosses boundaries, again, you can cheat and betray because you went outside of what we communicated. But my whole thing is, and especially because, you know, I have a huge issue with a lot of the Black women that I talk to. They be like, oh, I'm do this and did it. But guess what? He's doing it anyway. So either you're going to be a voluntary participant or you're going to be an involuntary participant. Which one do you want? Do you want to be a voluntary participant so that you can be healthy and protect and grow and grow your family and grow whatever in an ethical way? Or do you want to be an involuntary that then when you fucking find out your damn heart's broken?
Yes, but that is having the communication at the onset of a
relationship.
relationship.
Get that. But everybody doesn't get that because everybody doesn't know how to communicate honestly. Actually, majority of people don't know how to communicate honestly because half the time that people they claim when you find out something, they'll be like, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I didn't think I could present this to you.
No. I think that's a coward move. You need to give me the real. Tell me everything and give me the opportunity to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna put up with this or hell no.
But they don't do that.
Because they cowards and they scared and they hide behind their bullshit.
Something's coming out.
Yes. So listen, producer lady said wrap this shit up.
Yeah, I'm like, she got to transform. Like that was starting to hit a spot.
Fucking cowards.
Yeah, but they are cowards.
That's a damn shame.
It is a damn shame, but at the end of the day, that's who you chose because you didn't see the signs. But my whole thing is, if you know I always tell people, you have to start with yourself first. So if you know yourself that you need multiple partners, then you need to articulate that in the beginning and you start to educate. If that person never had an unconventional relationship, then you sit there and again, a season, and a lifetime. It's all about learning, whatever. So therefore you have to put that on yourself to come correct in the relationship. And you say, I just know that, just like me, when I'm dating right now, I'm not marrying again. Mm-hmm. And all y'all, you said it to me the other day, and you gave an example. If such and such asked you, would you get married? And what did I say?
Yeah.
I said no.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, okay. I said we can have a commitment ceremony, but I will not marry again.
I like that commitment ceremony.
I will have a commitment ceremony.
You gotta sign a prenup for me though. And I ain't got shit but this tree behind us. This fake ass tree.
But
the shit that I done spent 28 plus years.
Yeah. And I still call my husband to this day my husband when I'm talking, and people be like, isn't that your ex-husband? And I say, yeah, but he earned that title and he's the only one that will ever have that title. We were together 25 years. So I tell people, but see, I had to know who I was coming out of that marriage. So I guess I actually end up answering that question. What did I learn about myself to go into a new relationship? That's what I learned. And I'm not going to marry again. I don't want that. I don't want that piece of paper fucks things up. That piece of, because when my relationship was so good before I got married, again, like I said, I was with him 8 years before I got married, was so good. Once you sign that fucking piece of paper, they start labeling you, your wife. Then you wear some fishnets and you try to look sexy or whatever. They like, you're a mother. That ain't my fucking identity. But that's what men do to us. I was about to say my government name, but that's who I am.
I'm motherfucking Madam Oui.
You know, and at the end of the day, that's not a wife and a mom is not my identity. You know, and so that's what that piece of paper does to fucking people.
And that's good that you recognize that, because so often do we get into that mode of, yes, I am my son's mother first before I'm anything.
Yeah.
Before I'm KiKi, before I'm the government, before I'm all of that, you know, and I gotta stop that. I gotta come into who I am.
Right.
And so that's what we need to do, y'all. Men and women, damn shame, is come into who we are, you know, not identify ourselves because of who we're with or the things that we have or what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's a good place to pause, to end, to wrap it up, because we ain't gonna hold y'all all night. It's Good Friday, y'all. It's Easter Resurrection Sunday, okay? So I'm excited about that. I got some family time coming up, so I hope that you all enjoy. Be sure to watch Versus, because I'm gonna be in them comments. You'll see Damn Shame, because I love the elements.
Yes.
And I love. What I say, the eyes of
who sings
the OJs.
Reason. Who sings that?
I don't know. Like,
I thought that was one of them.
I thought it was one of them. I don't know. Maybe they.
Well, I want to hear reasons. The reasons. And I'm not a good singer, but okay. I just held a little bit.
Yes, you did it. You sound fabulous.
Yeah. When are you gonna do the karaoke?
I know we're gonna do Kiki's karaoke soon. It's coming soon. And you know, I got some other things coming too. But look, y'all, we're gonna raise Spotlight Black-owned businesses. As you know, you need to get that Damn Shame on the Rocks ebook.
I got it
on Amazon.com. You can download the free Kindle app. It is just $9.99. Make sure that you get it. We're still working on the fucking hard copy, like y'all. It's, I guess, because of the COVID and all of that. So that paperback version is coming soon, and then once that happens, I'm gonna have, you know, big pomp and circumstance. You know, I'm over the top.
You're gonna have you're gonna have a book signing.
Book signing, fucking bar. Yeah, it's gonna be bars. The world will be open.
Mixologist.
Baby, I got all of it. It's all in this kid up under this wig, okay?
I love it.
So y'all gonna rock out with your girl KiKi. Thank you so much. Y'all,
thank you for having me.
Listen, you must spotlight your business.
Well, I mean, Foreplay Matters.
How can they find you?
Well, foreplaymatters.com.
Foreplay Matters.
Instagram is Secret Society Life, and it's Foreplay Matters. And then I have other businesses. I'm president and CEO of the DC Fashion Foundation. So, you know, that's dcfashionfoundation.org. And actually, you know what? I'll definitely say with the Fashion Foundation, we're starting a Melanopreneurs project, which is to create a Black business directory for lifestyle businesses. So go to the website and click on, because that has now melanopreneurs.com. So we can start building Black business directories, and I'm starting to go after money so we can start really focusing on creatives and lifestyle businesses. So
I love it. I love it. And y'all can, you know, startups can pitch their ideas.
We'll
hopefully get some money and all of that. So.
We'll have a pitch. They'll go through a small business training TA program that we'll do. And then also at the end, they'll pitch. You know how most pitch or business plan competitions, we're going to kind of change it up a little bit to have it a marketing communication competition, because a lot of people don't know how to put together a good marketing plan to even put themselves out there. And then the number one prize will be about $5,000 for you to be able to implement your business, your marketing plan. Even
if you ain't got the shit all together, act like the fuck you do, and you know what you want to do. You know what the end goal is. So just make sure that you put your information on there, and you can certainly DM her. She'll be able to answer all the questions that you have. All your business for a small fee. Listen, I said, bitch, listen, I'm gonna be her assistant. Okay, she ain't giving out all these gems for fucking free. No more. Okay. But listen, who gets the Damn Shame Award of the week? This week.
Well, this week, I mean, it's two for me, but what's his name that's on trial now? The officer, he needs to go to jail. He actually needs to get life in prison, and no stabbed, and one of the Capitol Police in DC has died, as well as the suspect. And then the second, I mean, it's just of everything that happened in January, and now for this to happen, it's just like, and then also to just all the attacks on the Asian community. It's like, what is going on with this world? You know, it's like
cruel,
People
cruel
are going
world.
crazy.
Yeah, but you know what? KiKi loves love, and she spreads love every week here on Damn Shame Podcast. So if you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Be sure to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Hit that subscribe button because we are here every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find us on all social media platforms, all podcast platforms under Damn Shame Podcast. I love y'all for listening. Ow, ow.